everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Dee. I'm the manager of Flex Yoga Studios, and I'm so glad that you're joining us on our journey to build 108 Sun Salutations. There is a Facebook group, Build to 108 with Dee. If you'd like to join, I've posted our calendar in there, and we can also chat and encourage each other. A couple of rules. Number one, don't be hard on yourself. If you need to skip a day, if you do skip a day, that's okay. Make it up. Don't make it up. I don't care. It's fine. Number two, do what feels good in your body. So whenever I do some examples today, you're going to see me doing lots of modifications, lots of options. So if it feels better to you one day, if we're doing like 20 sun salutations and you just aren't feeling it, maybe you do 5, and then while I cue the rest, you rest and breathe in child's pose. That's absolutely okay. So I wanted to talk a little bit about why I'm doing this. One, I'm struggling with my own personal practice. I'm very distracted at home, not being able to go to the studio, and I find myself maybe getting on my mat, and then even if it's the best class that I've ever done, in about 15 minutes, I start thinking about things that I should be doing around the house. I start getting distracted by things, by my animals. So I really personally wanted to do this for myself, to start to just get into this habit of doing my practice at home. I was very consistent at the studio. Obviously, as studio manager, I spent a lot of my time there teaching and taking classes. So this has been a really abrupt transition for me, and I'm sure that it has been for some of you too. So for most of you, I'm sure. So what I am asking is that we work together and that we give ourselves and each other a lot of kindness in this. So 108 sun salutations. I posted an article in the Facebook group about maybe one or two of the reasons that that number has become significant in yoga. I do not feel like I'm qualified to speak to that. So if you would like to do more research on your own, then you absolutely can. And I'll be learning about it as well myself as we move along. If I find anything interesting, I'll definitely share that, and you could do the same. But our goal here is, I think of this as a couch to 5K. We're not going to start off doing 108 sun salutations. We're not going to start off doing 50 sun salutations. We are going to start off nice and slow. We're going to add some other classes in. So I have a calendar for the next 6 weeks with lots of class options, with lots of fantastic teachers for you. And we're going to do a slow incremental build. So by the end of this video, if you do the entire video, you could possibly do 10 sun salutations. You might do 20 or 30, just depending on how many times you repeat everything. And again, one of our rules is to be kind to yourself and your body. So if you need to sit and watch me in this first video and listen to me, then do that. It's totally cool. Nobody's gonna see you, but also know that if you were at Flex, if you were at our studio, you could do that as well, because yoga for everyone is really yoga for everyone. You come, you do what you need to do. All right, so in this first video, and by the way, I won't talk at the beginning of every video. I just wanted to introduce myself and introduce this series. In this first video, I'm gonna do some talking, some explaining. I'm gonna do some showing you. I'm gonna show you all of the shapes that are involved in sun salutations. We're gonna do a brief warm-up. We're gonna work through a lot of different variations. So if you already have the variation of sun salutation that you love and that if you know what you wanna do for this series, and you know that you can do it safely in your body, then you can absolutely maybe just pause this video and do 5 or 10 sun salutations now. Because that's our whole goal. If you want to fast forward towards the end, I'll be cueing those movement and breath. So totally your choice, or you can just stick with us. I always recommend starting back at the beginning every now and then. This was really fun for me today, to go through all these different variations, and I found some that I was like, oh, I should do that more often. That felt really good in my body. Something else that I want to speak to is you're not going to see me do a whole lot of chaturangas from a high plank. I'll demonstrate it, but I don't have a whole lot of strength to do that a whole bunch of times in a row. I do a lot of yoga, but a lot of times if I'm doing that full plank to chaturanga, I start collapsing down, and so I lose a lot of form, and then you start to get into things that might not be safe in your body. So I modify most of the time. My knees will be down, or I'll be holding high plank, and but you can take this for whatever you need it to be. You can modify, you can amplify, and just have fun. So today we're gonna do this video. Tomorrow, I invite you to jump on in the morning at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna release a wrist safety video with Andy. So definitely do that if you start doing these today and you find that you're having some wrist pain. I don't speak to the wrists a lot in this video. I feel that Andy is much more knowledgeable in that area, so he's going to bring that to you tomorrow. So if you start feeling any pain, definitely come down on your knees and move and breathe that way, and then join Andy tomorrow for that video. I encourage all of you to join him in the morning. And one other favor, if you guys don't mind, if you have not clicked subscribe on our YouTube channel, if you could, that would be so fantastic. If you could ask your friends, your family members to do that. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. Once we get to 1,000, then we're going to be able to live stream. So I would so love for us to be able to do the final 108 and maybe a few more before that together, maybe live on YouTube. We could possibly do Zoom. I'm not sure about that, because I guess we could turn off our your cameras or something like that. But yeah, so I would love to be able to do the last one live on YouTube, so we could chat with each other before in the little YouTube chat and stuff like that. So thank you guys so much. If you're one of my studio regulars, I miss you. I love you. If we're just meeting for the first time, it's so nice to meet you, and I'm so glad that you're on this journey with us, and I love you too. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy.
So let's begin just by watching me do 2 sun salutations before we go through all of the options. On an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to high plank pose. Inhale, shift forward to prepare. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips lift down dog. One breath in. Settle in with a breath out, and then begin to make your way forward into a halfway lift as you breathe in. As you exhale, fold, let everything go. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, and exhale, use the entire breath to fold again. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale all the way to your chaturanga. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, hips lift. Using your next inhale that comes, come forward, right into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, fingertips down by your side, mountain pose. Let's begin by taking a look at mountain pose, standing tall. Feet are grounded down into the mat. Crown of your head is reaching up, shoulders are pulling down and away from your ears. Belly is engaged to keep any arch out of the spine. The next shape is taken on an inhale, extended mountain pose, staying here in this mountain but reaching your arms up and overhead. So many options. You can find a slight back bend, palms can touch, gaze can come up, or it can look straight forward, totally up to you. On an exhale, we move into a forward fold. I always cue a deep bend in the knees, especially at first here. So crown of the head can be heavy. Hands can rest anywhere that you'd like, maybe on blocks on the mat, on your knees. And now on an inhale, we move into a halfway lift. So the first halfway lift that I'll show you is hands to thighs. The spine is straight here. The crown of the head is reaching forward. The belly is engaged, and you're pushing your seat towards the back of the room. So option 2 can be hands to cat to shins. So you can press your hands on your shins and find the same engagement. Option 3 can be hands to the mat, even hands on blocks. So as long as you're straightening your spine. Next, we move into plank pose. There's lots of ways to get there. We typically move there on an exhale. Your plank pose can be any plank that serves you. It can be with your knees lifted or your knees lowered. No matter where you are, separating your shoulder blades to the sky. And then next, we have a chaturanga or low plank. So I'll show you this with knees lifted, but knees can also be lowered. Elbows are moving towards a 90-degree angle. They're lowered about halfway down. Gaze is forward here. We'll go through the shape a bit more later on. On an inhale, we move into a heart opener. The first one that I'll show you is a baby cobra, so elbows are bent, squeezing them together. Shoulders are away from the ears and gaze is down at the mat. Tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. Next is a full cobra, so same thing except hands are pressing into the mat and we're straightening the arms a bit here. The other option is a full up dog where you lift your legs up. That's not necessary, but you can try it. Next up, sometimes we move into child's pose during this transition. So feet close together, big toes can touch if you'd like, knees out to the wide edges of your mat, and just resting everything down. You could take this as a rest or just as a transition. And finally, downward facing dog. We typically enter this shape on an exhale. Hips are reaching towards the sky. Hands are pressing into the mat. Lots of options that we'll go through. Let's go ahead and begin with a warm-up. Let's begin in a comfortable seat and right away begin to find the breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill up completely full. Hold full at the top. Feel the breath clear into your low belly. And then open your mouth. Sigh it all out. Seal your lips and take a few rounds of breath here. Breathing in nice and deep through your nose and out through your nose or your mouth. Long, complete breaths here. And then begin to find some movement. Tense your fingertips out to either side. On your next inhale, reach all the way up. And as you exhale, lower back down again. Breathing in, reach up. And exhale all the way back down, letting the breath guide your movement. Again, inhale, reach up. Maybe you look up here, maybe palms touch. In the exhale, hands to heart center. Begin to make your way into a tabletop position onto hands and knees. We want to really spread the fingertips nice and wide here. Really paying particular attention to the space between the index finger and thumb. We want to press that down the entire time to protect the wrists. Index fingers are facing the front of your mat. Tops of your feet are pressing into the mat. Feel your belly zipping up and in. Crown of your head reaches to the front of the room. And now we'll begin to find some cat and cows. Inhale, belly drops, head and tail reaches up. Exhale, nice and slow, take it all the opposite direction. Inhale, slowly find this wave in your spine into cow pose. And exhale, wave right back into cat. A few more times using your own breath. Come back to a neutral tabletop. Check in with your hands again. Begin to tuck your toes, sink your hips back, and lift your hips up. Coming into our first downward facing dog. Lots of movement here. Maybe bending your knees, rocking your hips from side to side. Let your head be nice and heavy. Maybe give it a shake, yes, and give it a shake, no. Knees can be bent here, absolutely. Heels don't have to come down towards the mat. Hips are reaching up to the sky, pressing into all 10 fingers to press your chest back towards your thighs. A bend in the knees is much better than straightening and finding strain here. Begin to walk forward with your feet and back with your hands until you come right into a halfway lift. Take an inhale. And then exhale, forward fold, beginning to find a ragdoll. Start to heel, toe your feet out nice and wide. Opposite elbows with opposite hands if that feels good to you. And let yourself again just move, rock from side to side. Crown of your head is reaching down towards your mat. Letting everything just be heavy and release, taking some deep breaths here. Begin to let go of anything you have a hold of. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And sigh it all out. Inhale, roll slowly up to standing. Reach your arms up high overhead. And as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And down by your side, meeting in mountain pose, getting ready to move again. Let's begin by going over all of the different variations of sun salutations. So you can move along with me and practice all the different variations, or if you absolutely know which variation you want to do, then go ahead and just do 5 or 10 on your own today. If you do all of these, you're going to move through a lot more than 5 or 10. So take what you need, do what your body feels ready to do. If you'd like to begin in standing sun salutations, let's begin in a mountain pose. Use an inhale, reach your arms up high, and an exhale, hinge at the hips, forward folds. Inhale your variation of halfway lift, straighten your spine here. And as you exhale, we're going to fold again. We're going to stay on our feet. Inhale with a bend in your knees, rise all the way up to standing. And as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center, stand nice and tall. Let your fingertips come down by your side. Take a few deep breaths here and feel your breath moving through your body. Moving again, inhale, reach up, maybe look up this time. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again, maybe a sigh through your mouth this time. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Let's keep moving now. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rise up, reach up, let your breath guide you. One more time, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rise up nice and slow. Exhale, hands to heart center. Fingertips down by your side. Take a few deep breaths here. You can pause this video at any time and rewatch. Let's move into knees, chest, chin. Let's begin in a mountain pose, the top of our mats. On an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, step back to tabletop. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your chest down and your chin down, gaze is forward. Inhale, roll forward, keeping your gaze down into baby cobra. And exhale, roll back through child's pose, and then tuck your toes and lift up into down dog. Begin to come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step forward with your feet, back with your hands until you come into a halfway lift. As you exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, fingertips down by your side, and breathe. If you'd like to try this variation again, you can absolutely pause and rewind and revisit at any time. Let's take a few rounds of breath here, feeling your shoulders really relaxing down. We'll move on to a kneeling low plank from here. Beginning in a mountain pose, use your next inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, let everything go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, step back to a strong plank, and then drop your knees down. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, we're going to squeeze those elbows in as you lower head down halfway. Inhale, push up into full cobra, so legs are down on the mat here. Exhale, pushing your hips back, lifting up, down dog. Readjust here until this down dog feels really good. And then begin to think about your transition, looking forward, stepping forward, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Fingertips down by your side. Breathe here. For this next one, we're going to hold a high plank pose. I'm going to hold it just for one breath. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to high plank pose. We're going to fire up. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, engage in your core. Lift your hips, down dog. Take a round of breath here, and then your choice how you make your way to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Fingertips down by your side if you'd like. So you can hold these planks as long as you want. You're building strength for future chaturangas whenever you do that. That's often my choice. Moving into a full chaturanga. You'll see here I collapse a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to show you. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to your high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, engage in your core to lift up to down dog. Taking a few breaths here, pressing your chest back towards your knees, maybe a deep bend in your knees if that feels good to you. Inhale, come forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's flow through all of these options. You can flow with me. You can pause and do this later. You can just pick your favorite variation of all of those and do 5 or 10 and be done. Fast forward to rest if you'd like. Standing tall in your mountain pose, feel your breath moving through your body, reminding yourself that you are strong. Every shape that you take is exactly what you need to be doing. You are perfectly enough right here in this moment. And then we'll prepare to move. On an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bend your knees, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, fingertips down by your side. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Fingertips down by your side whenever you're ready. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back to tabletop. Inhale, shift forward a bit. Exhale, lower down knees, chest, then chin. Inhale, come forward into your baby cobra, squeezing your elbows in. And exhale, rolling back through child's pose. Taking a moment here and then lifting your hips to down dog. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step forward, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, mountain pose, hands to heart center. Moving again here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back to your tabletop. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, roll forward, baby cobra. Exhale, come on back, down dog. Maybe this time you tuck your toes and lift right up if that feels okay to you. It takes a lot of core engagement, so you can work on that. Inhale, come forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Fingertips down by your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back right into tabletop. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, rolling back, lifting your hips, down dog. A breath in and out. Inhale, top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale again, forward fold. Let's keep moving here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back to your tabletop. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, settle into your mountain pose for a round of breath here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's step back to a plank pose here and take a deep breath in. And exhale, lift the hips, down dog. As you're ready, preparing to move, stepping forward, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower back down, folds. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to a plank pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hips lift. As you're ready, prepare to move. Inhale, top of your mat, half lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, fingertips down by your side. Continuing to move, take any variation that you would like. On your next inhale, we'll begin to reach the arms up high overhead, extended mountain pose. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to your variation of plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Preparing to move again on an inhale, come forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale all the way through your chaturanga, however you would like to arrive. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing in and out deep here. Can always drop your knees down. Use an inhale, make your way forward, half lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's finish it off here and begin to make our way down to our mats. Use an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Your choice here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to your plank. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to lower halfway. Inhale, open your heart, and exhale, down dog. Inhale, top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, right back down, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to your plank. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to lower. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, down dog. Using your own breath to guide you, of course. I was moving a little bit fast there. And let's drop the knees down and come into child's pose. Bringing your toes towards one another, walking your knees out wide, resting your forehead on the mat, maybe on stacked fists. Starting to slow everything down. Coming back to long, steady inhales and exhales. Reflecting on your practice. Reminding yourself that whatever you did here in this practice was amazing and beautiful. Just come to tabletop, come to a final downward facing dog. Pedaling out. And then we'll drop right back down. And this time we're going to come all the way onto the belly. Extend your left arm out. Right arm comes to the mat. Right hand comes to the mat. We're going to start to roll over onto that left hip. Coming into a shoulder stretch. Your top leg can reach behind you or it can stay stacked. Totally your choice. You can keep the right hand pressing down onto the mat, or you can begin to bring it around your back to open up the heart as well. You can readjust this left arm at any time. We'll come back to center and take it the other way, extending the right arm out long, pressing the left hand into the mat and pressing onto that hip. Done a lot of work on our shoulders. Coming back onto your belly, we're going to press ourselves up through tabletop. Take any additional stretches that you'd like here and make your way onto your back. Once you land, hugging your knees into your chest, feeling your low back pressing into the mat. Maybe taking a few rocks from side to side. You can end however you'd like. I'll end with a happy baby. Reaching for the soles of the feet, knees down by your side, finding some opening for the hips, some release, some rocks from side to side. From here, moving into some sort of restful position. Staying here, staying present for these final few moments to give yourself rest for the time that you've taken, for the beginning of this journey. If you did one sun salutation today or you did 25, you took the first step. You moved and you breathed. And that's all that we can ask of ourselves in these moments. You can stay as long as you'd like, but if you're ready, begin to wake up your body. Fingers and toes, maybe take a full body stretch. And then roll over onto your right or left side. You can, of course, pause and take a longer Shavasana if you'd like. This is a little bit quicker than what I normally take. Begin to press yourself up to a seated position. We'll seal our practice with a final round of breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment to send gratitude to yourself, to your body, to your mind, to your breath, and to everyone else who began this journey here with you today. Thank you.